everybody. Welcome to Forex Fantasies. Most of you know this site as a technical analysis educational forum, a private group. But what most of you don't know is that originally this site was slated to be something much different, hence the name Forex Fantasies. The site was going to focus on all of the myths and misinformation that is out there about the Forex markets. Now, this will involve things such as brokers, what they are, what they do, the criminals and the non-criminals, as well as the realities of compounding interest versus, the sales pitch that you may have heard to get you involved in the markets. It also looks into things like what pushes the market and is the game rigged. There's a lot of things that I can go on about here at Forex Fantasies, and I will. And the end goal of this is to produce a series of videos and informational articles that helps the new trader kind of move along their way and journey to the path of success. It's not necessarily going to be a technical analysis bit anymore, because that's what thetraderguy.com is all about. This is more or less to tell you what Forex is not. And while there are plenty of sites that tell you what Forex is, what a pip is and what a Fibonacci retracement is and Gann and trend lines and everything else, there aren't many sites telling you what Forex is not. And what I find is things like, take brokers for example. I may say that I'm going with broker X, and you may say, well, I don't like that broker. That's a normal conversation. But what we have on the internet with Forex is, I'm looking into a broker, I check them out on some of the forums, and let's say there's 50 responses. It doesn't matter who the broker is or how reliable or how honest they are. I can guarantee you at least 5, if not 10 or 15, are going to tell you about how the broker ripped off the trader. There's a lot of flaming on the internet, and the reality sometimes is the fact that these people lost their money on stupid trading, and it has nothing to do with the brokerage firm. Or a lot of times, once you've been around the markets for a while, you'll see responses that you're like, okay, they'll say things like the spread widened, in the middle of the night. Well, it happens because it's a variable spread. It has to do with liquidity. It has nothing to do with the broker trying to rip you off. There's a lot of misinformation out there like that. There's a lot of people that are willing to tell you anything if you're willing to listen, and that's part of what this is about. This is going to be about what Forex isn't, so that it clears up a lot of things as to what it can be. Trying to cut through the miscommunications, and quite honestly, this is one man's experience. This is what I've noticed and learned about the Forex markets. I think this is a different approach to teaching people, because thetraderguy.com is going to teach you how to use moving averages or how to trade an inside bar or something like that. But this is going to teach you some of the things that are real and some of the things that are not. I mean, there are a lot, and if you look at the forums, there is a lot of miscommunications, misunderstandings, misinformation, and quite frankly, people who just don't really know anything. So I'm hoping that this helps as you look into the Forex market, some of the things that you need to look out for and some of the things that can kind of help point you in the right direction. I'm not going to name specific brokers or things like that necessarily, but what I am going to do is say, perhaps give you a few things to think about when choosing a broker, and tell you some of the things that are just quite frankly not true that you'll hear time and time again. So hopefully this cuts through a lot of the clutter and kind of gets you on your way. So I should be putting more videos up pretty quick. This should be a pretty quick website to build, and then occasionally I'll add to it. So in the time being, I will let everybody know when something else comes out. Thanks, guys.